Dude, you're supposed to wait.
For what?
Hey y'all, so welcome back to Slightly Mediocre. I'm Creed.
I'm Wade,
This is our holiday special
and this is Cupcake.
that he was supposed to eat after the show.
They're really good.
Oh well. But so we're here today to talk about some, Christmas films that we like, some holiday specials, except for a certain holiday special, which we'll talk about later, and some traditions that we like to do. So to start us off.
I have a mouthful of cupcake.
Okay, I'll start us off. So, for me, one of my favorite, holiday traditions to do is spending time with family. Just hang out with them, eat, watch films. And one film that we like to watch is Die Hard, my favorite Christmas movie.
That is a Christmas movie.
And it actually is a Christmas movie. So, if all y'all who don't believe that, look it up. It's real.
You're in Texas when you say all y'all.
So, Die Hard is, just a good film. Starts off the series, shows John McClane doing his thing, saving the people in the tower. And it's a wholesome film with some violence.
Yeah.
But what can we say?
Some mild language.
Mild language.
But if you're watching it on cable, they switch it to Mother Clucker. Mother Clucker.
Sadness. But yeah, that's one of my favorite Christmas films. How about you?
I know one of my all-time favorite Christmas films is the Jim Carrey Grinch. I love that movie. I don't know why. I'm usually not a fan of Christmas movies, but I love Jim Carrey's The Grinch. I also am quite the fan of a movie called 8 Crazy Nights.
Oh, wow.
It's Adam Sandler's animated movie about Hanukkah and his trip through trying to be a better person. I enjoyed it because I grew up celebrating Hanukkah as well as Christmas because of my family background, and it was just one of those movies where I don't know, I just think it's funny. It also kind of explains Hanukkah a little better if you're not familiar with it. But the Grinch, Jim Carrey's Grinch, is amazing. Now, they are remaking The Grinch.
Oh, wow.
Will be coming out later this year in 2018, I believe. And that looks solid as well. It's similar to the animation of like Horton Hears a Who and the Lorax with Danny DeVito in it. But I still think the Jim Carrey Grinch holds up. It's a solid movie. It has just enough adult humor to keep you, entertained if you're our age. But it still kind of has that childlike wonder of, oh, it's the holiday season.
Another good film was that Christmas movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger. What was it? I forget the title. It's I haven't seen it in a long time, but
it's called Jingle All the Way.
Yeah, Jingle All the Way, that one.
I was waiting for him to get it. That is actually a great movie. There's a lot of fun trivia about that movie. So, fun fact, the superhero toy was created after the movie had aired.
Wow.
Everyone had seen the movie, and they were like, where can I get this toy? So they developed the toy, and then it didn't sell all that great.
Well, that's ironic.
Yeah.
But hat. What a weird hat.
What about my hat?
Just pooping you out.
The penguin is not pooping me out. I'm its child. The penguin is keeping me warm because it's very cold in this Texas garage.
Indeed. Kind of sweating here.
Yeah, it's kind of hot. But so let's say those are our favorite Christmas holiday movies. I know I'm also a fan of Elf.
Oh yeah,
Elf's a fun one.
Christmas Carol, you can't go wrong with a classic.
You can't go wrong with a classic. I know they did do an animated
they got
Christmas Carol.
Ones, yeah.
There's a bunch. There's even the Muppets one, which I personally like. I like the Muppets.
And then the a bunch of other films.
Of course, you have A Christmas Story. You can't go wrong with that. Normally, like on TV, like networks like TBS.
That's always going to be on. You will always find.
Yeah, I mean, they play for like 24 hours straight. It's ridiculous. So if you catch it halfway through, then you just sit there and watch it for the rest of the night until you're all caught up. Excuse me. But those are all solid movies. Of course, you have the usually like ABC Families, 25 Days of Christmas, pretty much everything they have on there. With the old school claymation and stuff like that, you can't go wrong with those. There are a couple movies that aren't great Christmas movies.
There's one that comes to mind.
There is one that comes to mind. What could that possibly be? I have no idea.
The Star Wars Holiday Special.
Star Wars Holiday Special. So, everyone grab some popcorn, sit back, relax. We're not going to show you the holiday special.
Or not.
We're going to rip it a new one.
So this film.
It's not a film. It's a TV. So back in the day, in the late 70s, early 80s, there was this common occurrence, and it still kind of happens, but not all that much, where they did a holiday special. Now, a holiday special it's one very, very long episode of sorts, but they feature a bunch of different things. I know in the holiday Christmas special, or the Star Wars holiday special, it's going to take me forever to get the title out. Of course, they featured Star Wars.
Yes.
They featured the they featured a couple bands from the time, which was late 70s, early 80s. They featured a lot of hot actors at that point as well. I'm not talking physically attractive. I'm talking like their popularity.
Yeah.
They integrated a lot of what was current and what was popular at the time with Star Wars, which they didn't do all that well. And it was bad when George Lucas, still to this day, in 2018, does not want to talk about it.
Yep.
It was awful. However, there was some good that came of it. The holiday special is the first appearance of Boba Fett. Fun fact.
Wow.
In that terrible history of TV, Boba Fett first appears as an animated cartoon, and that's where you first see Boba Fett. You actually don't see him in Empire, because the holiday special came out between A New Hope and Empire.
Wow.
Yeah, so fun fact. Basically, the whole, you can find it on YouTube if you want to watch it. I don't recommend it, but if you're a true Star Wars fan, you've seen it. The quality on YouTube is going to be awful. No offense to YouTube on that, but it's just the recording, because people are uploading it from like recorded VHS days. Which is like we grew up with VHS. We know how bad VHS is, but we ended up watching it. There were some funny parts, I guess. The whole thing takes place on Kashyyyk, Chewie's home planet, and it's basically Chewie's wife and son and grandfather or father or something like that.
Something. They're
all getting prepared for Life Day, which is the Wookiees' version of Christmas. So they're doing that, and then they run into some issues, and you have some new faces, and I mean overall it was a solid jumping off point of Star Wars. If you'd seen A New Hope, everyone was stoked. It has not been re-aired since the first airing. That tells you how terrible it is.
Thank you.
There is only it was only been aired once, and that was the only time it has been aired. Sure, you can find it on YouTube and everything, but even then, it's still getting harder and harder to find. So if you want to watch it, I recommend looking it up now. If you don't want to watch it, well, congrats, you're not missing out on much.
Not at all.
So, what are some holiday traditions you do with your family during the holidays?
Well, we just spend time with each other. We like to cook meals together, see relatives we haven't seen, exchange gifts, go to church, have a religious celebration, and that's basically it. Just spend quality time with each other, because we're all busy doing our own things during the year.
Mm.
Sometimes we don't see each other all the time, so it's a good time to spend time with each other and just relax and get catch up with things.
Yeah.
How about you?
I know. For the past couple Christmases, I haven't really gone to go see my family. I usually see them the day after, or like a couple days afterwards if I'm busy, because you know, for the past couple Christmases I was in college, I was working during the holidays, so I'd stay where college was, and I wouldn't go home. I'd usually go home the day afterwards when I had the day off, because, you know, I'd be working.
Yes.
But the one thing I normally do is, you know, I'll decorate a tree. I know recently I've been decorating trees with my girlfriend. Then we'll probably sit down, watch some movies, you know, bake some cookies, stuff like that. And then, you know, we'll watch the normal holiday movies, of course. You know, we'll set the lights up, all that fun stuff. You know, do roasted chestnuts, you know.
Watch a holiday special.
Yeah, no. I've seen it maybe like 5 or 6 times.
And that's enough.
I still don't like it.
Yeah.
You know, I figured it would be like Rogue One. You know, I'd see it a couple times and I'd be like, oh yeah, this is great, but no.
You know, like some things like, you know, wine, it ages over time. The holiday special does not.
Yeah.
It degrades.
Yeah,
It gets worse.
It just gets worse. It gets so much worse.
Well, thank you all for joining us. We wish you all a happy holiday. Merry Christmas to everyone.
Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy whatever
Festivus.
you guys, Festivus for the rest of us.
Yeah.
So speaking of Festivus, before we go, what is your gripe that you want to put on the Festivus poll? We have the Festivus poll, but it's off screen.
We need better AC.
We need better AC.
Bigger fan, something.
We are in a garage, good sir.
Yeah.
What'd you expect?
I don't know.
Basically, we need we need to find a better filming location, because apparently someone is ungrateful for their current filming location.
I like it. It's hot. Too hot.
My gripe is the fact that, you know, this year has been a very rough year for me.
Oh no.
You know, my truck broke down. It decided to blow up on me. I had to go buy a new truck.
Oh no.
You know, but my biggest gripe is that I did not handle myself with the waiting period of, you know, getting a new truck and, you know, selling the old one and, you know, dealing with all of that probably the best way. I was very impatient, and my gripe is that I can't be like I can't be more patient. So I know, you know, one thing I'm going to try to work on next year, and this kind of leads into our New Year's resolutions here, is because we're going to be going offline for a couple weeks to obviously spend time with our families and, you know, our
film season 2.
Yeah, film season 2. We're pros now, right? But I know one thing that I want to work on is definitely my patience and, you know, kind of laying back a little bit, not getting so uptight about everything. And, you know, that's one thing I'm really grateful for about doing this, is because, you know, this is fun. This is fun for us. You know, we do this just out of, you know, boredom mainly.
We like to hang out.
Yeah, I mean, we hang out. You know, we go see movies. You know, stuff like that. You know, even if we're not like going out to go see a movie, you know, we'll still, you know, kick back, have a couple drinks or something like that. Get lit at Rainforest Cafe.
Yeah.
But, you know, overall, you know, we just do this for fun, and, you know, we like to having our opinion out there, and we want to, you know, we just want to share our opinion with the world, and, you know, if something comes of it, great. If not, then no biggie, you know.
Yeah.
It's whatever.
Yeah. Well, y'all like, comment, subscribe. Happy holidays. Let us know what y'all think, what y'all do, what your favorite Christmas films or holiday films are, and
let us know any that we didn't mention that you guys might like, and then you know, hopefully you guys stick with us for season 2 and through this break. You know, you guys have a great happy holidays and great new year and everything like that. And hopefully we have some great stuff planned for season 2. So please tune in. We should be back up and running probably about mid-January.
Yeah. And let us know in our email or in the comments below what y'all think we should do. We're always open to new ideas.
Yeah, I mean, you know, reviewing movies, I mean, it gets boring after a while, I know. But if you guys want to see something else, you know, let us know. We're always down to try new things. You know, and then I know we have some other stuff planned that we have to keep, you know, hush-hush.
Oh, yeah.
But,
secret.
Yeah, we got to keep you hooked, right? But, you know, please let us know in the comments. And we really appreciate all the support. We really appreciate all the likes and the subscriptions. And hope to see you guys next year.
All right. Thank y'all for tuning in. And this is Slightly Mediocre,
the holiday special.
Woo!